Oh, I didn't do a countdown.
Might need
Our
a
countdown. Hey guys, countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome. We're online. We're recording. Sorry guys. Let me hit my camera on. Addie will not be cameraing tonight.
I'm gonna change my picture though.
Okay. Yeah, right. Put Addie up herself. That's a good idea.
Okay.
Well, whatever. How it's your character, your screen, your picture. But welcome everybody. Episode 4 of our trip into Sigil of Fate, a campaign that is based in the Planescape setting. It will be debuting at the end of the year, but has actually been around for near 30 years. So we're taking a 5th edition rule set dip into the campaign setting. Our heroes have been in the city of Sigil for a little bit, each of them on their own for their own reasons. Addie and Amanita had grown up in Sigil, orphans from one way or another that eventually ended up meeting each other in the same druidic compound. A small place known as a fens located that kind of focuses its efforts on botany, trying to bring a little bit of life and greenness and vegetable to the diets of the people in the hive, the slums of the city. Meanwhile, Book and Adam, two recent arrivals from the world of Eberron, two Warforged that haven't really told us how they got here other than they are just here now, learning the ins and out of getting their wits about them more than anything. I can't really necessarily speak for what they're learning or what they're not learning. This is a crazy, dramatic environment. For those of you that aren't familiar with Planescape, Sigil, it's literally the melting pot. It's the, some people describe it as the end and the beginning of time and creation. The city's also called the Cage, as far as the only way you get out is through a portal. And a lot of people say that one given person controls all the portals. That's contested back, forth, upside down. But because it's a nexus of interplanar cosmology and links to material world, beings of all races, every type can be found here. Not just your material plane species of player characters descent, but also, fiends, celestials, elemental creatures, everything that could be trafficking in some sort of business or hiding from somebody can be found here. So Ashley is playing Amanita, a spore-based druid. Circle of the Spore, right?
Yep.
And then we have a Book played by Joshua. He got a cute little icon in his window so he can tell you yeah. And then we have Andrew down there who can point up at his little thingy. Ooh, look at them being all fancy. And then Addie is played by and Addie is played by Cindy, and she is a Circle of the Moon druid. Right?
Circle of Stars.
Stars, moon, same thing. Not really. I'm just kidding.
No, they're not, but that's okay.
Sailor Moon would definitely disagree.
So, just quick, another 30 seconds to bring everybody up to speed if you're just catching up with this tonight. The girls were taking a shortcut through the slag, a destroyed part of the hive, the slums of the city. It was destroyed by an incursion of the Blood Boar decades ago. Still all kinds of jacked up, and that's where our Warforged brothers showed up. Through a material plane rift that occasionally appear in that area. They fell in, were buried by some rubble, and set upon by some scavengers. A little bit of a tussle ensued, but everyone made it out okay, and they began their journey together. So far, they've just kind of wandered a small section of the neighborhood in the hive, not too far from the fens, along the ditch, the strange river that runs uphill both ways or downhill both ways, depending on the time of the day and the time of the year. We'll worry about that some other time. And then you had a nice little chat with Yellum, this strange Modron / Slod abomination, for lack of a better term, not in the essence that it comes from outside and beyond, like an aboleth or an illithid or a beholder, but in the essence that it's an eternal being of lawful neutral nature fused with an eternal being of chaotic neutral nature, the polar opposites of the cosmic wheel, walking around in a weird, smiley, friendly, robot-esque form, accessing some strange amount of power. It was kind of a rude awakening to the kind of mindsets and the 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 sheer scale of power and things that go on along in the city, as well as kind of the craziness of some of the people here. But you enjoyed your strange tea drink, infused with way more cinnamon than was tolerable, but politely drank, and left there. As you passed there, you were talking about going to get a drink. Where were we heading? I'm trying to remember the name of that place. Zero's Ale House. That's right.
0, yep.
And on the way there, you passed by Alicia's pantry, local soup kitchen that the girls had kind of on again, off again, on again, off again, helped out at. Sometimes ate at, more often than not, kind of delivered some vegetables and helped serve the population. Just, it is what it, it's a big soup kitchen, big fancy soup kitchen ran by a retired adventurer / noble's daughter. Her fortune has been dumped into the place. That was probably the second cue that you guys have had that things are in an unusual city. Things are even more unusual. First time was when you guys went to the strange exotic market and your trip was cut short by some rampaging saber-tooth tigers and bears that you had helped dispatch pretty quickly. The second key off was kind of the fact that the pantry had all of its upper bafflings and windows closed up. They had an incursion of the blood ravens that fly through in massive swarms and just came in and started attacking people and flew out. So, Sigil's not a nice place for animals. You've noticed there's very few horses, almost no draft animals. That's just the air is polluted and almost toxic to beasts of burden if they're hauling things around. Lots of pets, but not a whole lot in regards to beasts of burden. But that's a quick, minute and a half, 2 minute summary of where we've been up till now. So we'll pick up in Alicia's pantry. You guys had finished off any chats. If you had any questions or refreshes, we can go now.
No, I just want you to know, Jim, that I messed up that whole beginning portion because I just realized two things as we were going through. That one, I had two cameras up, and then two, I had music playing in the background the whole time. So
Okay, well, maybe your stream is starting now, which cut out my false start countdown. That's okay. Of course, they missed the entire preview, so next week I had to preview again, or you can do the preview on your feed. Point being, guys, if you're joining us and seeing this on YouTube, welcome. We're trying to build out the Planescape universe in advance of the actual release. We're amateurs. You can tell by our presentation. We're trying to get better each week, but bear with the technical aspects. You want to watch it, great. You want to listen to it, so much the better. But thanks for joining us, and here we go. So Alicia's been kind of chatting with you guys as you got ready to leave. Thanks for coming by. Don't forget next time, if you want to bring some vegetables by, that'd be great. But we can always use a couple extra hands, even if it's for a little bit. The kids love it. And she kind of points at the ceiling. It's just like paper mache flowers and just kind of painted trees and sunny look scenes along the outside, along the walls. But Addie walks around handing out flowers from her druid craft all day, and Nita kicks in with some fun and colorful yet harmless mushrooms from time to time.
That's my game.
And obviously the orphans and the street people and even some of the destitute that live around the place, enjoy that little flash of color, that little bit of life and brightness. So
what you're telling me is that I eat the ugly one, but I don't eat the pretty one. That's weird.
Some pretty ones are edible.
Flowers?
Some of the
Yeah.
pretty ones make everything else pretty.
Do it, do it, do it.
Oh, that's funny.
What happens if you give a psychedelic mushroom to a robot?
I'm ready to find out.
Could be
They'll want
interesting.
a glass of milk.
That might not be pleasant.
Give it to me and we'll find out.
Oh goodness.
We'll start with microdosing for you.
Swirl some around in a beer when we get to the bar.
Excuse me. So, I guess you guys have finished up at Alesha's, had a nice little chat with her, found some strange stuff going on, and have decided to head back down to roam the city. You want to continue on your journey to take these boys to a tavern, albeit a strange one.
I think so.
Now, I don't remember. Have either of you ever been to Zero's, or did you just kind of hear about it?
I don't think Nita would have ever been.
If Addie's been, it's just to meet somebody there or drop something off or something like that.
Cool. Sorry, I was
We
having.
definitely haven't been there, so.
Yeah.
I
Well,
don't know why I thought that this place was called the Dead Pony. I know that it's not, but for some reason it's like, you're like, what was the name of that inn? I was like, it's the Dead Pony, right? Like, I was very confident about it.
Totally straight up the dead pony. Okay, so yeah, you guys have settled up and you're headed down to Zero's Ale House. You know that's kind of as you said, you've dropped stuff off once in a while, but you know it's kind of one of the main performing places for the Troll Twins, the Fenzier brothers, as they roam around this part of town, annoying people and weaving song. And you figure, you know what? Grab a beer. I've heard this place is never drank in here, but heard it's kind of an interesting place. So yeah, you continue a little bit, kind of opposite ringward, or ringward rather than spireward along the street. Large road turns into a smaller road as it fans out into a network. You see a sign on the wall, the big zero, with a bottle of wine in the middle of it, and arrow pointing down an alley. Alley's 8 foot, 10 foot wide. Again, it's kind of this part of the town. It's large buildings on the ground floor with a collection of like hovels and huts and tents built on the roofs. Some gantries and some ladders connecting between them. It's like, so as soon as you start walking into the alleyways, the roofs are kind of overlapping and almost giving you the feeling that you're walking into a tunnel, as it were. But you guys proceed down maybe about 30 feet, 40 feet. Kind of takes a tight turn, and I'll go ahead and pull up the map for y'all. I forgot to put book back during our original test. So if you're watching this, I am not sure if the feed is going to actually work. So yay if you get to see the map, and if you don't, apologies. It will be working better next time. But just for reference sake, map is squared out at 5 foot per square, as is standard for D&D maps for battle conditions. You guys are approaching. You see the squat building. It stands out because the first thing you notice is a lot of colorful windows, almost these stained glass windows at the front of it. And you're walking along them, and they look cool and colorful, but they're just almost like a kaleidoscope if it wasn't symmetrical. If that makes sense to you. All kinds of small shapes and trapezoids and diamonds and polygons of all kinds of different sizes and colors, almost arranged in a pattern, but just ever so slightly off.
So it's like they just took a bunch of other stained glass windows and put them together.
Yes, yeah, literally. But you guess that, but it was like effort was made to not make any pattern whatsoever.
Interesting.
So you walk along to the front door of the place and you look inside, and you notice a large troll-looking figure, bluish of skin, kind of a cold radiating off of it as you get closer to the doorway. It's a little bit chilly feeling all of a sudden as you look at this relatively well-dressed, based on body type, probably a female ice troll sitting at the door.
I walk in and I say, "Good evening."
Here to drink, or here to perform, or here to listen?
I would say a bit of drinking and a bit of listening.
Okay, it'll be 1 gold for the listening each, and then drinks or whatever you spend.
Give her a gold.
I do too.
Do we even have
And
money?
I shell it out for Book and Adam.
Okay, I was going to say, do we even have money?
Oh, that's right. You guys don't have money. So I'll give her 2 gold. Let's share.
They don't have any money at all. That's funny.
I have 10 gold for some reason, but yeah.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and move on into the bar. Give her the
The hell
4
is that
gold.
Samuel L. Jackson? Oh shit, and Tyrion Lannister. Wow.
And
you-
Buffy?
Are you making
What
fun
the
of my head? Welcome to the cross planes of the universe. Oh, that's not gonna work. I've got to close it.
It's weird.
I just got to close that other feed. I got to figure out something else because we'll worry about technicals later. But anyway, yeah, you guys look in, and as soon as you come to the walk in the door, you notice a orc behind the bar, a human serving girl. You assume she's one of the servers standing next to her, kind of reddish hair. I use the same tokens for the servers, just for distinguishing for combat purposes, not because they're all clones of each other, just so you know. Yeah, there's a well-dressed, dark-skinned, bald staff leaning against him, traveler's pack sitting by him, leaning against the bar in deep conversation with a young, attractive, elven-looking female. She's kind of leaning on the bar, kind of tracing her finger around the glass, and he's tall-tailing, or at least that's what it appears to be as you look in there. And you look around a little bit more, and there's this small hooded figure. There's a small table in the corner at the next near the next stained glass window, and big old ridiculous sized tankard of ale sits in front of him. I mean, just big, way too big. I mean, it'd be too big for a 6 foot tall guy, like one of them showy ass Oktoberfest type steins.
A yard of beer.
Yeah, a yard of beer. And you have just a smaller figure, heavily cloaked. You see a bow strapped across his back, a couple is kind of poking down from underneath his cloak. Really can't even see his face. Just kind of see a hand kind of tip the tankard up as you see him himself up and take a sip and put it back down and brood out the window. And, there's a small set of tables and a bench right in front of you that look to be free, but there's a small alcove to your left. You can see 2 figures in there. One of them not really very well. Their back is sitting to you, but across from him, you've seen a few of these folk before. Addie and Nita, you guys recognize him as Githyanki, one of the Gith races that have roamed the astral seas for years. And he's sitting here, and you can just kind of see him doing the meh, 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 meh. Can't really make out the conversation. But there's another figure responding to him across from him, just in murmurs. You look to the south, and you see a Shatterkai female sitting there, pale as skin, almost white hair, a couple small tattoos, if you're familiar with the race or not. Just sitting there, kind of staring across the room. And there's this other dude just staring back at her. You can just kind of see a human appearing fellow just kind of sitting over there. And you can kind of hear some music finishing off, echoing from the hallway as you get down. But that's what you see from here as upon entry to the bar. And, the barmaid looks at you and says, welcome to find a seat, or we can serve you here and then you can find a seat. It's up to you.
Yeah, we'll grab a beer here and maybe walk around. If you guys are good with that.
Sounds good to me.
Were you guys aware that your Windows messed up? Do you need somebody to fix that?
No way, man. That's the kaleidoscope of life. Colorful yet broken. Man.
Tricky.
All right,
That's pretty deep for sure.
that's deep something. All right.
So that was another one fixing it.
Deep something, all right.
Eh.
That's funny. So the barmaid nods at you and she looks over at the bartender and kind of calls out and Prager, 4 drinks, please. And he nods and he kind of fumbles around and you see him pick up looks like a shot glass, maybe 2, I guess a small bourbon glass, a couple inches round. Nice. And then the next thing's this big wooden hand carved tankard. And then he grabs another stein. Looks similar to the other guys, only a lot smaller. Kind of a blue frame pewter handle. And then he pulls out just this cup. This looks like a plain wooden cup. None of the cups match each other. And he proceeds to fill one with kind of a dark clear liquid, another one with an ale type of a thing, almost to the top where it's overflowing. The third one, you just see him kind of pour like 3 or 4 dribbles of wine into it. And the fourth one, he digs around and you're not sure how much he filled up in the wooden cup or what he even put in there. And she puts the 4 drinks in front. Here's your drinks. That'll be 1 silver each.
Okay.
I pay the lady.
Far out. Thank you. Now it's a little tight. There's seating if you go around the corner. There might be some more seating downstairs. If you want to eat, you have to grab a table though.
We're not hungry, so yeah, maybe we'll just go downstairs. Is that where the music is?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can you can just kind of hear. You guys hear the familiar echo of Phineas's voice kind of, "Come on, man, I know it's a dead crowd, it's a dead night, but dead people got more money than y'all. Front up, front up." Wasn't a joke, dude. Sorry. You hear it echoing. You walk around the corner and yes, I'll save work. Sorry. The downside of using a mapping program for a virtual tabletop. But it works to help with resources. So you guys come around the corner, see a fiery female. You look at it and you guess it's like a summer Eladrin, and sitting there across from a dark hooded dude. Again, they're just kind of murmuring about it, and a heavy set human guy sitting at the table alone. One thing you've noticed as you walk by, there's drinks on every table, but there isn't a single matching cup, mug, glass, anything anywhere in this place. I know you've been, as you've been wandering by, you notice that every damn chair in the place is different. Every table is different. It's like these weird asses took great efforts to make sure that nothing in their bar matches. So yeah, you make your way down the stairs. A brooding elf sitting at the bar, a gnome engaged in a conversation with a wood elf across from him at the middle table. You see Phineas and Morven in the corner. Bartender, older looking gentleman, another barmaid sitting there, and this, not sure what they are, wintry flowing Eladrin, almost the dead opposite of the fiery, scantily clad female up there that was talking. This one is just kind of sitting in the corner, just staring at people, just wisps of cold, colorful energy, cold and blue and white energy wisping off of them. But
This really is a rough crowd, isn't it?
it doesn't look like there's a whole lot of seating available unless you were to displace. And you look around the corner, there's a big dragonborn dwarf in the corner that are not looking very friendly, as one of them's got his hand on a bag of something on the table, and the clawed hand pointing at the dwarf, and the dwarf's doing the, "Hey, what you gonna do, huh?" type of a thing.
I'm gonna go sit over with the winter Eladri.
Yeah, I'm on my way over there too.
Alright, here we all go.
I guess that's what we're doing.
Okay, pardon me, excuse me, pardon me. And the young dark-haired elven maiden looks over and is like, Zekel, have you ever seen metal dudes like that before? That's weird. Wow, funny. You see everything up here. This place is so cool. And the dwarf kind of looking at you. It's like he sticks his leg out there, kind of doing the man split thing, trying to make someone bump into him as you weasel into the small area.
Oh, I'll bump into him.
Oh, I want to step on him now.
Yeah, I wanted to. I was just thinking stomping his leg down. I'll break a bone. You're gonna do that. I'll happily bump through.
Okay, well, you guys
I
bumping.
I'm a
hand,
metal
I,
man.
hand, I hand him a flower as I step over. as well.
Watch where you're going. He kind of huddles back into the corner, and
Watch
The
where you put your
Dragonborn.
tiny ass legs.
the Dragonborn looks at the incoming crowd and looks at him and picks up. This conversation's over. We can resume this another day. Oh, come on, man. No, don't be that way. You know where to find me. As he gets up, throws a couple coins.
Enjoy
on the
your
table, and
illicit
walks away.
conversations.
Maybe you should have been a nicer person.
I say, "Oh, an extra chair," and I just go sit where the Dragonborn was.
So,
We decided to come over here. We saw you sitting by yourself.
Yup, how you doing, Grumpopotamus?
and they kind of look at you and very androgynous. You're not sure if it's a very effeminate, not sure if male or female, but and she just he kind of coolly looks at each of you and nods.
Well, I think that's as good as it's gonna get.
Would you like my drink?
You haven't even tried it.
Yeah, you gotta try it.
Which one did you give him?
Yeah.
The
We're gonna
glass,
have
the
we're gonna have
mug,
him take a drink
the
of every.
wooden cup, or the stein?
I think they should take a taste of all. That's
We're gonna
my
put
report.
everything in the middle on a lazy Susan and just spin it.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, so you guys sit down and kind of huddle around the table a little bit, and
Not me. I'm sitting over there across from the dwarf.
okay. The dwarf looks at
Eyes
you and
in a pillar.
let me move you off the pillar. My apologies. And then the dwarf just kind of looks at you and grumbles and.
Good luck with your illicit conversations.
I really perkily just said goodbye.
Hey, another free seat. Somebody quick, take it. He was pleasant.
You can hear Phineas's voice. We'll be back in a few minutes. We're gonna take a third lunch break here in a minute. Encourage you guys to hit the kitchen before we do if you're wanting anything, because ain't gonna be anything left. Am I right? Shut up. Play some music, asshole. Fine. After lunch
Don't call people names.
Man, this is a tough.
I'm very confused. I thought you brought us here to have fun.
Yeah,
I'm
you know.
fairly certain this is a place for torture.
I mean, I'm sure there are some tortured folks here. But we're working on the fun. We're trying. We can make
Are
it
you
fun.
having fun?
Who purposely picks out one of everything and not two of anything?
That would be the chaotic people.
Yes, say this place is very. I look over at the blue person and I say, "Is it usually this sullen around here? I thought this place was livelier than."
What does the Smith say?
They just kind of shrug.
Voice box broken. Brain box. Am I using that right?
Brainbox, yeah, you got it.
Dead book.
And they kind of smile at you.
Does it?
Kind of an
Yeah,
acknowledging, yeah, that's cute.
For those words?
I'm sorry?
I said, does it jive? Are
Does-
those words?
Maybe they don't speak our language.
Heck,
All I
well,
can
I
do
can
about was
speak
speak
real
3PO.
quick.
Like I am programmed to speak. Like
I'm trying to speak 13 million languages.
You start saying hello in like every language you can think of.
I'm looking up what languages I speak right now.
I'm about to say, I think I can only do like manage like 3 or 4 hellos.
Goblin, orc, primordial, and common.
So the
Oh,
doors
like,
swing
like
open
all
and you guys,
in the game.
smells good. Kind of greasy, bacony, porky smell coming in from the kitchen, mixed in with a lot of a whiff of bread and stuff like that. And, you notice it again as you were looking around on the table. The few people that had food, the plates were from the size of a gigantic turkey platter with just like 3 pieces of bread, a piece of cheese, and 2 cherry tomatoes on it in front of somebody, down to a little teacup saucer with, sliced meat stacked up to the point where it's almost leaning over. Just ridiculous efforts into being stupid almost.
I am Atom. I'm trying to make friends with good people and not bad people. What's your name?
I am seen.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, Scene. This is Book.
I do in fact see you.
I can't say I'm surprised.
And the little gnome's like, Dana, they actually got her to say something. It's not. That's that. Be polite. Be nice. Sorry. The little gnome hops back down off of the table, and he's just kind of staring back over the, the bar at you guys. A couple servers come out with big old plates of food and throw it down. You can you hear the bartender shouting, "We are not paying you. You guys are eating way more than you are making for us, you damn trolls." Shut up. If your food was better, we'd play better. Yeah, that was a joke. Y'all laugh with us.
Ha 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 ha.
They got it. And they see you in the corner, and the Troll brothers kind of wave over at you. As
We're
they
back.
continue macking down on their food.
I hand Nina a flower. So my name is Addie. Nice to meet you.
I hand them a mushroom, say, my name is Nita.
And they take the mushroom and the flower, and lips kind of slightly move, and ice forms around the two, and looks like the flowers growing out of the mushroom, just coated in ice, and they put it down on the table like it's a centerpiece.
Oh, that's cool.
Ha ha.
Just
I
a
got
neat
lots
trick.
of Mr. Freeze references in my brain. Let's go.
All right, everybody, chill.
Alberta cooled off.
Oh my goodness. I might watch the movie later. Anyway.
Anyway, so
Such a
your
bad movie,
companion
it's good.
is very very attractive, very demure, very polite, but has said their name, and that's it. Everything else has just been kind of through nodding and body and smiles, and you're kind of getting that feeling like, if y'all ever watch New Girl, the brother in the park.
Yep.
Um, so Atom
Just
and
he's
I
just
are the
they're just
only
kind of sitting there and looking and smiling, and anything you say, just their body reaction or their facial expression just kind of confirms what you're thinking. Yeah, you're right.
so Adam and I are the only two of us that anyone has ever seen, and we know each other. Do you know that other one over there, the Sunnyshine one?
And the face goes as cold as ice.
So is that a yes?
I think it's a yes, and I think it's a don't ask me anymore.
Maybe you guys should make up. Are you like sisters, brothers, siblings,
Cousins.
lovers?
Okay, so they're somewhat related, maybe third cousins twice removed.
I had one of those. We called him
Oh.
Tyre.
Oh, okay.
That is an
Maybe,
interesting name.
maybe they're the same person.
I don't
Are you gonna
Maybe
go
the
run
same
around the corner and check?
think.
No, I don't mean like physically, but like maybe they're like
Spiritually.
two halves.
Of a whole.
They are opposite.
How much of the mug have you had?
None.
None.
They must be pumping something in the air.
Wouldn't surprise me. This place is so bizarre. Like everybody is so mellow.
I have to do anything but think about this place. So
Said the elf in the corner has kind of looked at you. Has anyone got a passive of at least 14 passive perceptions, please?
Probably.
13.
14 for me.
Mine's 16.
Okay, well, yeah, you guys in a place that's not overtly crowded, that everyone that's walked in, I mean, when you guys walked in, I described who you saw on the upper level and the lower level because they're looking at you as they pass. But it was nothing more than a cursory. It's not like the old Wild Wild West where the whole bar goes quiet. It's just, how it is in a bar. Someone walks by, you look at them. What's up? So,
just so happens that Adam and I both make the like chunk
Wing.
noise when we come in.
You're tall as hell. Like, you're probably brushing the ceiling and stuff.
6'9".
No, this is the ceiling's about 15 feet high in here.
Oh, okay, good.
They got a bouncer that's 12 foot tall, at the front door. So they're going to make it comfortable for the trolls and the Fenziers and the other. And you kind of get the feeling that all kinds of people come in here. Big tables, big chairs, small chairs, big plates, small plates. All of it it goes from being kitschy to being, this is just a junk shop that they turned into a restaurant,
Oh, okay.
So I look over at C and I was like, food any good here? Smells good. Do you eat here? No.
Would you like to eat here?
Do you eat?
So if food were to magically appear on the table, would you be consuming it?
Does she like to be seen and not heard?
My parents would have loved you.
I'm so badly channeling my inner John Yu right now.
Right.
You're just like, I assume that they would have loved you.
But I didn't. Maybe that's. Oh, she gets all sad. But anyway, those of you that were a little bit more perceptive, notice that the larger human guy that was sitting at the corner table alone at the top of the stairs. I mean, it's not in your line of sight from where you guys have set, but there's been a couple times where he's kind of leaned out and looked at you and kind of cut back in. That kind of a thing. He's popped into your eye line more than anyone else, including the people that are sitting in the room with you.
I
He's
excuse
checking the book out.
myself from the table and I just go tap him on the shoulder.
The fuck you looking at?
The fuck? Oh, that's funny.
We better have a tavern brawl.
Oh no.
And as he sees you coming around the corner, he kind of does the
What's up, buddy?
and as he goes to drink and his glass is empty and he kind of looks at you. Hi.
What you keep staring at?
Those strangers that are with you and your group. Are you guys cagers?
I mean, a couple of us are.
Oh shit.
You want to pay 5 gold to go meet him?
Really?
Yeah, why not?
You'll introduce me to him for 5 gold? That's all.
Yeah.
That's all the jink you're gonna right
Yeah.
up. And he digs out 5 gold and hands it to you.
Sweet.
He's like, beer and admission paid for.
So you guys come back around the corner and you notice Nita's leading the large gentleman around the corner with you and
Oh, she's charging them. She's charging him 5 gold to come look at you. He does this all the time.
I just tap my nose.
Did I yank my earlobe?
and the guy's coming around the corner and you know as he comes around the corner you notice that your companion Scene kind of stands up and gracefully kind of bows and nods their head at each of you and almost floats over the table as they
Goodbye.
proceed to leave.
I seen.
And as they disappear on the corner, you hear "fuck you, you fucking bitch" echoing from up along the hallway.
Fire Lady is spicy.
So
Need to roll a dice real quick.
oh, you need to get your test rolls out.
I need to see if I'm going after her. I'm not going after her.
A couple laughs, kind of a couple chuckles through the bar as the people upstairs are yelling, or one person upstairs seemed to yell at the other. For all you know,
Tough
it was
crowd.
Scene yelling. You don't know. But
I
so
hope it was. I'm sure it was probably the fire chick though.
but
It's just a drunk white girl going, woo!
Free bird.
So the what are you doing? Nita, you've got this guy in tow. He's kind of looking around nervously as as you gotten closer to him. He's gotten closer. You notice he's heavy set, big, thick build kind of a guy. He's got what you would normally think of as traveler's clothes, thick, heavy pants, lots of mud and muck around the ankle areas. His boots are, muddier than even running around in the streets of the hive would lead you to, unless you got sucked into a muck pool, but that's for another day. A couple tears on his clothes, kind of raggedy looking, kind of a wild look in his eye, breathing a little bit heavier than like he ran up or down a couple flights of stairs before he came over here, even though he just had been sitting there for 15 minutes watching you type of a guy, or that kind of a
What you got here?
I walk up, say, Adam, book, this is, some dude.
Hello, some dude.
Mr. Sum, or should I call you Mr. Dude?
oh, my name is not some dude. My name is Sigil.
Well, you never told me, so.
It's okay.
Some.
No, I'm thankful for the opportunity to meet some outsiders.
Well met, Michelle.
Likewise.
Do you not meet outsiders very often?
Well, I do, but it's strange right now. It's things are happening, and I don't know who to trust.
Oh,
But
wow.
I know this part of town, these people don't serve anyone, so it's as safe of a place as any to lay low.
Would you like to sit next to me? Pulls out that chair just a little bit. That's just a little bit near me.
Look at Adam getting flirty. I like it.
5 gold.
So sociable.
Where is my tip?
As he's moving in, you heard the gnome kind of muttering, "He gets to talk to him, but we don't." Just
5 gold.
We'll talk to him later. Maybe we can talk. We'll try later. Just want to meet new people. I've never seen metal dudes before. Yeah, you have. Well, those were big things that were trying to kill us on the plane of fear. Okay, that's fair.
So, Adam and Book, it seems like the little gnome over there would like to meet you as well. Is it okay if I go get him?
No, just
Okay.
and see. Seychelles says, "Well, I need a few moments of your time."
Okay.
Okay, we'll go
That
get the
sounds
gnome in a
good.
minute. So, what's on your mind, Seychelle? I'm intrigued.
How long have you been in the cage? As he looks over at Adam and then Book.
Is that like a
38
dead
hours.
book?
No, that's another name for this chaos donut of Sigil.
Us.
The city. I'm sorry.
But 38 hours.
And he looks
That is
over at
oddly specific.
at Nina, nods, and you.
Life?
And he looks over at Addie. Same.
Yeah, yeah.
I come here a lot. I'm actually I live out on the outlands, but things are strange. Have you noticed the strangeness lately?
With the animals?
Yes, you know. I knew.
The muddy
How
water
did
is
you?
pretty bad.
And he kind of leans back. And how did you know?
We had to fight a saber-toothed tiger.
I
And then
wrestled a bear.
yeah, and there were weird crow raven thingies in the soup kitchen.
Oh, okay. So you saw. You didn't. No one told you.
No.
We went to a shop.
Yeah, we used our eyes.
Okay.
I saw someone
And
punch the bear.
hands.
Well, yeah. So obviously you know that there's strangeness with the behavior of the beasts and the animals, and it seems just to be affecting the natural beasts, not the summoned creatures or anything like that, but anything that's of a wild
Is it
nature.
happening in the Outlands too?
It's happening worse in the outlands, closer to the beastlands, closer to the gate towns. But it's hurting a lot of people, and it's getting worse.
What do you think's causing it? You said it's closer to the Beastlands? It's worse?
And you kind of just see him just kind of grimace a little bit, and he clutches at his chest slightly. And did you have a passive of 16? You said.
I do, yeah.
Okay. So as he's doing that, he kind of pulls. Kind of grabs at his chest and does that, and his neckline comes down, and you see fur kind of down his neck and chest, and it's an orangish brownish fur with a couple black stripes along inside of his chest. And as he's doing that, you guys notice a couple more bristles starting to form up along his hands. Oh shit, did I just disconnect? What the hell?
What the hell?
I'm back.
Welcome back.
That's weird. I dropped my feed too. That was so unusual. Is it still? Yeah, it's still recording. Okay, sorry about that blip.
Your camera, babe.
Okay. Wow, that was the quickest crash ever. What do you
So I
mean
say,
human form?
you look like you're having a hard time maintaining your human form.
What do you mean form? I'm a human.
I
No,
just,
you look like you're a kitty.
I just kind of smile at him and I say, there's no shame in being a shapeshifter.
A
My
shifter.
best friends are lycanthrope.
Well, normal humans do not have fur, so sorry if I.
What are you talking about?
That skin.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend you. So you were talking about the Outlands?
Something's disturbed the something is disturbing the balance out there. The creatures are it's always been free and wild, but there's more anger and more malice in what they've been doing the past months, and I think it's bleeding over into the cities. It's bleeding
Yeah.
over into the sigil, and as he's sitting here saying this, you notice that there's canines have started to grow, and there's whiskers kind of starting to poke out of his face. And he kind of
I looked
brushes
over
it.
at Dita and I'm like,
I just. Psst, 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 psst.
hold your fingers out and rub them together.
Would you like this drink? You seem to be robust. Maybe it'll help you from turning into whatever thing you are.
What are you talking about? And he just kind of
Feel your face, man.
he just kind of his breath is caught in his chest. He kind of grasps his ow, and he starts wincing in pain and it's just for like
Has
a
this
couple
ever
seconds.
happened? Has this ever happened to you before?
I've
Like
heard
the
of
way.
humans having this. It's called heartburn.
Oh. Um.
But after
I
he's like, just give me a second, I'll be okay. And he just kind of, I don't want to say goes like fetal, but just kind of tightens up for a second and starts breathing a little bit. And
Has this ever happened to you before? I mean, you seem like you don't feel very good.
and no, it's I something's wrong. I'm not sure what's going on. It's since I got back, things have and you guys have noticed at this point his ears now this large triangular, orange fur covered thing poking off the side of his head that kind of pops over and swivels and as he's talking to you, as he's just all of his exposed skin, his head has been look like friggin' Tony the Tiger at this point, dude.
I want to pet him.
Oh, I understand. This is the fun. You got us a pet.
Oh, thank you for the surprise.
What are you talking about? As he kind of stands up and looks at you, and he's now about a foot taller than he was as a person. And
Hey,
even
hey.
to the gnome across the bar. Shit, Dana, look at that! They turned it into a friggin' cat!
Ma!
On the yacht! Call friggin' National Geographic! Yeah, and even everyone in the bar is kind of Morvis and Phoenix like, oh shit, this is a better show than us, man. What the hell? Oh
So
damn.
maybe we should go outside. It seems like you are not feeling very well right now. Maybe we should get you outside, get some. I mean, I know the air's not exactly fresh out there, but I don't know. Then I said, yeah, well, you wanna go outside and like just out of here, like maybe
No,
we're all.
I have to hide here.
I don't. I look over at Dita, like, oh my
Where
god,
are you
you
hiding
good?
from?
I think it's time to go outside. Whatever you can want to tell us, you can tell us outside.
You can't make me. They can see me out there. They can hear me out there.
Oh, I'm not gonna. No, we're not trying to make you do
Making you
anything. We're
do
just worried.
anything.
Yeah, we're just worried about you.
I'm fine.
So I think. So you said you came back and you've been like this since you came back. Where'd you go?
In the to the Beastlands.
You went to the Beastlands. Did you fight anything? Scratched anything like that?
Well, that's kind of part of going out there. But no, I found something and I had and we found something. And they told me to take it and hide it until we could find out what it was doing. But since I came here, there's been people hunting for me, and more people are asking questions and looking. And why are you asking me questions?
You came over here, sir.
Yeah, you came to talk to us.
And the creature, guy, tiger, thing, whatever. I mean, he's you can just kind of tell it his seems tense. Almost seems like he's body's kind of coiling up, and everyone always asking questions. I try to find help, and I think you're working for them. You're asking the same questions that they ask.
I can rub your ears for you. It might calm you down.
I'm fine. Would you rub her ears? As he points his
Yes.
clawed hand over at Amanita.
Oh, that's
Yes.
so kind of you.
I understand that some humans rub their ears and say, calming words to themselves to calm themselves. I don't actually have ears, so I don't know what that's like, but I can try.
Are you? Do
I've
you?
heard-
Fortunately, I was gifted with all 5 appendages.
Um. Why are you acting like I'm needing to be petted and touched and treating me like an animal?
I
mean,
cast. I kind of low key.
they're all animals.
I low key cast animal friendship on him.
If you're not an animal, then are you a
Oh,
vegetable or a mineral?
would that allow me to then do Beast Bond?
I don't know. This lets you convince a beast that you mean it no harm.
And then for me, once it's a friend, I establish a telepathic link with it.
you
We're
can
about to fucking find out.
you can certainly try. If it works, it works. If not, we're going into initiative. Because you're casting basically an offensive spell on an unwilling participant.
Would animal friendship be an offensive spell?
In some cases,
Because that's just kind of like the druid magic way of going, whoa, 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 we're good now. We're not trying to hurt you or upset you.
mm-hmm.
We're just, just making conversation. And being a druid and a healer, I'm concerned for you. And I guess I asked too many questions trying to figure out what I could do to help you. But I did not mean to offend you. I'm so sorry.
And everyone's, at this point, a lot of people in bars, and they're even the troll bro. You guys okay? Is everything okay over there?
Yeah, we're good. We're totally good. He just needs a little room. So if everybody could just kind of give him some space to settle down.
Morven's like, how the fuck do you turn into a big ass tiger, man? And the guy looks at, stop calling me that. I'm a person.
Boy, play your drum and stay out of our
He's
business.
like, the hell you say? Have you seen yourself in a mirror, bro? They start laughing. Oh shit, they're mad at us. Shh, be cool, be cool. The tiger.
Hey, Bleaknix, maybe you can go find some catnip or Silvervine and maybe diffuse the situation instead of incite it?
There's like some mice out in the back. You want us to go grab a couple of those, yo? For kitty cat
No.
man there?
I want you to mind your business.
All right.
We are not your business.
We're going to sit down and write a poem about this shit, bro. Yeah. Far out.
Do whatever you want as long as it's silent.
And so Phineas sits down. And Morgan's like, I'm going to go get him an action beat. And he goes and sits back at his instruments. You hear that little hi-hat. The bartender's, knock it the F off, man. Okay, so the trolls have kind of disengaged space-wise a little bit. The rest of the bar is still sitting there watching. And you can even hear them murmuring, that dude didn't think he's a cat. He's a giant-ass tiger. He doesn't think he is. He's like way drunk or something. The tiger part of him or the human part of him? Ooh, good point.
It's okay. Tigers are people too.
Yeah.
Sometimes people are tigers too.
So can I ask you one more question?
What?
Well, you said you had something to say. Was it just about the Outlands, or was there anything else you wanted to talk to us about?
Well, before you started acting crazy, thinking that I'm something that I'm not, I was hoping that I could trust you and see, because two of your outsiders that you could help me hide and help me avoid the hunters.
Hunters? Yeah, I don't, yeah, that doesn't sound good, being hunted. What can we do to help?
They're looking for all of us. They're looking for Anyone that knows or anyone that's seen, the cultists of Malar are hunting us all.
None of us have any idea what you're talking about. What do you know? Who's chasing you? Why are they chasing you? I don't know
How many
anything.
times do I have to explain myself?
You want us to ask you questions?
He doesn't like to be asked questions, apparently.
Can I use Mind Link? Well, I'm going to warn him beforehand, but be like, okay, just tell me everything telepathically, and you won't have to explain it ever again.
Give me a persuasion check. Not because you gave me a bad argument, but because the guy is not quite stable.
Well, I'm not super persuasive.
What'd you give me?
A 6.
Yeah. Why would I let you into my mind?
I was just asking. I thought
Okay.
it might be easier.
It could be fun. They're all about fun here.
I shouldn't have trusted you.
Okay, man, if that's how you feel.
That
See-
seems like a you problem.
I'm sorry that you're upset. I hope you feel better soon.
So at this point, you see a guy come around from the corner. He's like, "Okay, buddy, we need to get you on out of here. You're like totally killing the buzz in here. You're killing the mood. We ain't sold no
Fuck.
food since you start talking your shit. We need to get you out of here."
Uh-oh. Sir, sir, can I talk to you for a second? Before you do that?
Sure, what's up?
So yeah, I just really want you to make me this special drink. So I come over here and I'm gonna explain to you how to make it.
You
Can you make me an angel cocktail?
we make.
I was thinking like that in my head, right?
So you guys come around the corner. He says, "You realize that you don't get to pick your drinks here, right?"
Yes, I don't
Okay.
have any. I'm not interested in a drink, but you need to know that that guy is losing his shit,
Well,
and he claims to be hiding here, and I don't know if you noticed that he is rapidly turning into a dangerous animal. So I would recommend being a little more careful in removing him from the bar because somebody might get hurt. We were in the process of trying to get him to come outside with us.
What you're
but
saying is that dude who's been a dude is now a tiger who doesn't think he's a tiger, but he's still a dude, and he's
You are-
dangerous, but I should like leave him here.
I didn't say leave him here. I'm just saying don't roll up in there and tell him that he has to leave.
I'm gonna go get Bivella.
Was that the
What the-
troll?
Never mind.
Oh Lord. Okay. Yeah. All right, man. I was just trying to help. So I'm yeah. And so I just gotta leave him and go back over to the.
That shit's
That
scary.
guy is way too stoned to be of any use, unfortunately.
Are more people gonna come?
I think so.
Okay.
So I look at the guy.
Are more
And
people coming to see Book and I?
No, so
Inter-
I think I might have to go and do what all of the psychology books tell me not to do, and I'm gonna feed into his madness and dude, they're coming for you. You've gotta go.
And he looks at you.
They're coming. You need to leave.
And you can hear the shout, "Hey, Bev, we got a problem back here."
Go, hurry.
Oh, fuck.
Where or how?
Go to the Druid Temple tonight. We'll meet you there.
Which one?
Oh crap. The one where I live at?
The fence? Okay.
yeah, the one in the fence. Yeah.
Thank you so much. And he just runs and pushes past, and the big troll's coming down the stairs, and He bursts through the door.
Crisis averted, although psychosis maybe not.
Well done, Nita.
So a gigantic 6.5, almost 7 foot tall bipedal tiger is running through the alleys of the hive.
Oh shit, I may have caused more bad.
Can a Warforged become a were-tiger? I hope so. Let's find out.
Well, hopefully he makes it to the fins.
Well,
Yeah, I
look,
hope I didn't make a mistake.
these guys got this whole corner to yourselves now. You chased off the Dragonborn and the dwarf. You chased off Scene
Next.
and
So, I wave to the gnome and I say, "Hey, how are you?"
that was
The one
exciting.
that turned into a tiger.
All right, bring out the next Animorph.
The next animal.
Right.
Next up, we have a were shark.
Right.
Do, 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 do,
Rawr,
do.
as he just flops around on the ground. Oh, if I was in the water, you'd be so dead. So the gnome walks up, strolls on up, and the wood elf, not much taller. You can tell she's an elf, kind of small for even an elven frame. Mid-length, brownish, almost black hair. Rolls up, leans up against the wall. Kind of nods.
Hi there.
What's up?
My name's Addie. And I hand them both a flower.
Oh, that's cool. And the gnome's
Yeah.
like, "Hi, I'm Zekel.
Zekel.
This is my friend Dana." She kind of
Dana.
nods. Hi.
Yeah, we gathered your name was Dana because every time he got excited about something, Dana!
Well,
Nice to meet you, Dana.
nice to meet you guys. He's just been. We've been here for about a week, and I think my little buddy's about to have absolute sensory overload.
Oh my gosh. Well, where are you guys from?
Not around here.
Same.
Seems to be a lot of that going on in this town.
Nita and I are cagers.
What'd you say, Bud?
So did you also fall out of the sky?
Oh, no. No. We came through a door.
You came on purpose?
At the time, no. But now, yeah, I guess we were kind of supposed to be here.
Okay.
When are you going home?
I think we're waiting for more people to come find us.
That's interesting.
Dana
found
looks
you.
at you and says, "Personally, I need out of here. I have not seen. I think I counted. You guys are druids. What? There's 74 trees in the entire city?
73, 74, something like that. Yeah.
This
Depends on the
place
day.
sucks."
Well, over at the Fens, we managed to grow things now and again.
Well, that's nice. And don't get me wrong, but those trolls are funny as hell. But what they pass for music is just horrible. She kind of whispers.
Yeah, they're a little special.
Yeah, as a wood elf, I imagine that you come from a very green and alive place, so this would be a difficult transition for you.
Yeah, it's not fun. Zuckel keeps talking about we've only begun our journey here. I've got at least another 150 years, and you've got however many more. We can spend the rest of our lives exploring. I'm like, nah, let's just take care of business and head home. I miss our friends. Hopefully they'll be here.
You know,
So what brings you wonderful, shiny guys here?
They've never had alcohol before.
This was a horrible place to
Fun.
start.
Well,
I've
We got
only
told we're coming here for fun.
I've ordered 4 drinks, and I've only had one of them be actual alcohol.
well, I'm not a drinker either, so it's the dumb leading the blind.
Zekel's like, all of mine have been, and I don't think 3 of them are even supposed to be drank by people.
Yeah, this place is a little quirky, for sure.
So, weird question. Have you guys been to the Outlands?
No, not yet.
Are you planning to go?
No, I want to go to the. Damn.
The inlands, yes.
No,
I
I'm gonna
agree.
go to the Gray Wastes, where like all kinds of powerful undead stuff goes on. From what I hear, the Dustmen talk about they got places and connections down there, and the stuff
Yeah.
the magic I use from where I'm from is kind of frowned on. Apparently, no one really gives a flying poo poo what kind of magic you use up here.
Oh, are you a
Do you use the grey area too?
are you a necromancer?
Indeed, ma'am. And he
Very
kind of does a little
interesting.
bow.
Very interesting. So yes, you would probably have um, a lot of interest in going to the Grey Waste.
A little less hostile than the Abyss or the Hells or any of that mess, from what I understand.
I mean, if you treat the Dustmen with respect, then they will treat you with respect.
He looks up at his elven companion. I told you. He's like, those guys are just creepy. It's like, and she kind of looks at you. Like how it's like someone looks at you and undresses you with their eyes. It's like these dudes are like sizing you up for a coffin with their eyes, and that's just weird,
Well, I mean, somebody's got to do it,
Well, that's
and I think that it's very noble and courageous, and I don't know, kind of beautiful how they help people transition from being alive to not.
That's something that I do.
From being alive to not?
Yeah,
I guess.
I
Oh, and
help
Zekel
them
looks
see
at.
the lights in.
Oh, are you a Dustman?
No, I help people renew their souls.
What light are you talking about?
A very special one. The kind of like a rat touching the symbol on my chest.
And he kind of is looking at it. I'm absolutely, positively unfamiliar with that symbol.
That might be a good thing.
Your symbol gives you power?
Technically.
And on the authority of the symbol, you renew someone's soul? Does that mean you grant him immortality?
I send their soul to him to be renewed through the fire and flames.
So you're a psycho murderer. Wow. Hey,
No.
Dana, there's
Oh,
those
maybe
people
those are
upstairs
friends.
that we were trying to talk to earlier. We should go talk. Okay, wow. Bye, creepy metal man. We'll see you guys
But I
later.
can do zombies too. Don't go.
That was the judgiest little gnome I have ever met.
Spooky ass weirdos, man. Who sends someone to the light to reform them by killing them? That's creepy. Well,
Who brings things back from the dead to serve them? Judgy McJudgerton.
At least I send their souls.
Yeah.
One day I'm gonna have an army of zombies.
Hell yeah.
I can take the souls away so they can become the zombies.
And you hear the fire go, you guys stole our fucking booth, you assholes. There's more places to sit. Ha ha. They're all, next thing you know, they're all in there drinking and joking and bullshitting.
Why do I feel like we have the plague?
Maybe they don't like us. This is what happened on Eberron. People didn't like the metal people.
No, I don't think it's you in particular. I think those people are just not from around here and they are projecting their fear and discomfort onto us. People do that sometimes.
But we're not from around here.
So the troll brothers settle up. Pull a couple more NPCs in for shits and grins. And they start jamming out a little bit. Where are we at here? We are kind of at the halfway point. So I want to go ahead and pause the recording for a minute, get up, move around, get drinks, warm up some coffees and all of that. We shall be back shortly.
All right.
So we're picking up at the tail end of a conversation with the strange little gnome and a wood elf as they wander off and then jump into a booth and start chit-chatting with the not fire Eladrin, The other person, the fiery chick, the summer.
Don't have the map up. If you still
Okay.
need it up, by the way. Okay.
No, you guys didn't fight the tiger guy. We don't need it unless you're gonna start a fight with someone else. Oh, you know what?
I just want to go after
Just
Fire
because.
Girl if she's the bitch or if the other lady was a bitch.
Next time on Gossip Girl.
Right?
It's fine.
I'm the gossip girl. No, I'm the gossip girl.
So the
Where'd
two,
my guys go?
yeah, I'll go
Girl
and
was
throw
the
the
guy.
map back up. So, yeah, the two troll brothers kind of sit down and start jamming some sort of monotone, like if you ever heard the band Cake. It's kind of
Yeah.
how he
He's
starts
going
singing,
the distance.
right?
He's going for speed.
First, I was
He is
afraid,
racing and chasing and putting his
petrified.
course.
Yet I couldn't live without you by my side.
I love that. We went on break.
Whoa, man.
Hey, when this guy get here?
I was gonna say we went on break and two demons and I showed up to the bar.
Right?
Well, yeah. So as these guys are chit chatting, another guy had kind of walked down over a couple minutes while the trolls were playing, and kind of nods and mind if I sit down. This area taken?
No.
No.
No,
Go.
please.
Yeah, go for it.
So these guys aren't here quite yet.
Oh.
My name's Addie, and I hand him a flower.
Pleased to meet you. I'm sorry.
This is
Grabbed
my
the wrong-
companion, Adam.
Hello.
Pleased to meet you. My name is Dale.
Hi,
My
Dale.
name's Nita. Have you ever been to the Outlands?
No.
Just sat down. Who the fuck starts a conversation like that?
Have you?
Someone with a touch of the tism.
No, my dear. I prefer the safety of Sigil.
Well, that's understandable.
Safety is relative.
The
All right.
You're looking at him, and you guys are kind of giving him the once over, and he's got the very well dressed, borderline noble type of attire.
His friend Dale comes in.
another brother Dale.
Dale, Larry, Dale, and what was it? Daryl, and Larry.
Yeah,
There you go. No.
this is my brother Daryl and my other brother Daryl.
And you notice the sign of the faded faction, one of the takers, on nice crest on the side of his fancy robe. And as he's sitting there, he kind of adjusts his glasses a little bit and pulls out looks to be like a notebook or a writing pad, and is just kind of starting to jot and nods as the server sets down a drink, and you notice the big, tall, clear crystal glass, mostly full. Not sure what it is, kind of a slightly bubbling liquid in it. And, he kind of smiles at you and kind of not even sure what he's doing. I mean, almost immediately looks like he just disappears into his own little world of jotting or doodling or whatever as he sits down next to you.
He's making wanted posters.
You know, just like just an occasional glance around the bar as people move around. And
Oh, I haven't stopped staring at him.
oh, you're still staring at him.
I'm just intensely staring at him. Just
Okay. Well.
I don't understand social cues.
Yeah. You guys hear some noise and some loud voices echoing from the upper area near the entry, and you can hear the
Those four again.
hmm?
Oh, it's gonna be those four again.
No. You can kind of hear the familiar loud voice. I'm serious. You break anything, I'm gonna break y'all. We're just here for fun. Da, 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 da. To Minotaur
So I was gonna say those look like Minotaur.
come strolling in, hoofs clomping on the heavy wooden deck, clattering as they come down the stone stairs into the.
What if a minotaur and a mermaid have a kid? Is it possible that it could just be a man?
Yeah.
Ooh.
How disappointing would that be, though? Just to
A
be
lot
a
of
dude,
explaining to do.
right?
Well, maybe you still get some of the cool features. Maybe you can like breathe underwater and in mazes.
I've heard of it happening to centaurs. Man.
I once knew a man named Man.
Oh man.
Hmm.
So
It was a man, though, right? Like it wasn't.
so the
Like,
two
could you
guys.
imagine being named Man, and you weren't a man?
Dang
Man.
man.
Whoa,
Mansfield man.
Whoa, man!
I'm gonna have to watch that movie later. It's on HBO Max. I love that movie. So I married an axe murderer. If you hadn't seen it, it's pretty funny. But anyway, so yeah, these Minotaur roll in, and you can kind of see they're looking around the room, all big and bull-like and surly looking, and kind of throw the rhythm off of the performance for a second. Yeah, this place is dead. This place is lame.
Question before anything does happen. Have we technically had a short rest?
You had your long rest before you went and visited Yellum, and there has been zero activity since then.
No.
Oh, no. Yeah, that's right. You would have considered your short rest at Yellum's while you guys were drinking
Thank you.
hot liquid beverages and stuff.
Did we do so?
You fought the tigers and the bears on the way.
I used a couple of spell slots.
No, okay.
Nothing crazy.
Are there any features I could do on a short rest to get me some stuff back? No? Cool. That's alright, I'm back to max.
Okay.
Oh, I can get my wild shape back. Cool.
Cool.
Oh yeah.
So the two Minotaur kind of walk in and looking around, and I told you there wasn't anyone big enough in here for a good time, man. Look at these chunky brothers. They're bigger than
Right.
us.
Don't do it.
The troll's like, man, we're musicians, bro. Just chill. Phineas says, yeah, why you kind of come in here and ruin everyone's vibe, man? Take your hoof somewhere else. And his brother goes,
Ha ha!
I think all we need is a ball of golden twine to defeat them.
Did he tell him to take his bull?
Do you have a red blanket or sheet or flag or anything? Just in case.
Sorry.
Oh, they're coming over here.
Sorry.
I'll be quiet now.
One of them shoves elbows the other one. These trolls are sissies. They don't want to do nothing. Fenzir got lazy up in Mytopia and up in Yggdrasil. Troll people used to love to fight. Y'all are a disappointment to your race. Whatever, man. And his brother goes, cows go clomp, clomp. Starts hitting the cowbell, clank, 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 clank. Fuck off, troll. Hey, shut up. Look at these metal dudes back here.
Fuck you again.
They kind of look at them. What about y'all? You guys strong?
I am strong.
I'm not interested.
We literally survived a war.
Okay. You got like
Like,
and he does like the boom, big old cut, like strong. I ain't in here trying to start a war with nobody.
I don't
Just
have
transformer.
muscles.
Like to think I like blow on my finger and all the muscles just pop.
Do some peck
Like
pop.
Yeah,
Happy
no,
Nights.
sorry. That's the plus side of getting all of your hard shell armor class bonuses and all of that shit. It's
Yeah.
absolutely inflexible.
Yeah.
I imagine that scene in Men in Tights where Dave Chappelle's like, "Hold up, I gotta pump up," and he pumps up.
Yeah. It's just yeah. Yeah. Such a good movie.
So good.
Hey, chunky trolls, why don't you get out the way? Hey, Metal Man, you want to arm wrestle for some gold?
I don't have gold.
Well, if you think you're strong, you'll get some gold if you can beat me or my friend.
Do you know what arm
Technically-
wrestling is, Adam?
Is that where you rip the other person's arm off?
No.
Yes.
Well, maybe. I guess. I said need to let show him. So I sit down at the table and pull my arm up.
Against you guys
Okay.
arm wrestling each other.
Yeah, just to show him how it's
One
done.
moment.
Athletics checks.
Not 20.
Not for you, for them. They're arm wrestling each other.
Oh, I thought that she was teaching me. Okay.
No,
I got a 10.
Nita got a
I
10.
got a 7.
I keep
The
that
two
back to
noodle
me.
arms. No, you don't get a feature 21 your turn.
Fair enough.
So that's how you do it. Whoever slams the other person's arm down on the table first wins.
Huh.
Do you want to play?
Okay.
I mean, not with me. You would rip my arm off my shoulder.
Yeah, same.
I don't
I'll
have
give you
money.
the 5 gold I made off you, though.
You made gold off me?
Sort of, yeah.
Okay.
You can produce gold. That would have made our
Not
travel.
not in the literal sense. Is this what it's like talking to me sometimes?
I just nod like, Why do you think I'm really not all that disturbed by their demeanor?
I am so sorry.
No need to be sorry. You are who you are, and that's perfectly fine.
I am frustrating.
No, not at all. Not to me.
So
Well, thank you.
They go back to their corner, and Morven's playing on the drums. Denise pulls out a horn. Dun, 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 dun.
Y'all ready for this?
Dun, 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 yeah. Oh no, they're ready
Someone's
for
got a
that.
mind flare radio at their house.
Not necessary in Sigil, bro. Oh shit. So, you guys gonna go in there and do throw down an arm wrestle real quick? Friendly
Okay.
competition.
Adam's gonna get way further than me, but yeah, we can give it a shot. Am wizard.
You don't have to. These guys look like they've had a couple drinks, been touring the neighborhood in here, talking shit, causing trouble. Heard there's a bunch of trolls hanging out. They don't want to do nothing but sit around and play with their little instruments.
What's wrong with that?
And the other one says, "Did you hear me? They're a disgrace to their heritage and their race and their upbringing."
No, they're not. They're
I
doing
mean,
exactly what
technically-
Hey man,
sorry.
it takes all kinds, okay?
they're doing exactly what they want to do, which is what everybody should do.
And I mean, technically, aren't you the product of some god named Zeus making a woman fall in love with a bull?
I thought it was bestiality, but okay.
No, it was.
I mean, that's nothing to be super proud of.
Yeah.
I sit down at the table.
We got no control over where we come from. We just honor our heritage of battle and fierce competition since then.
Getting lost in mazes. Yeah, I know.
Getting lost. Ah, masters of. Put your arm down, skinny man. Robot guy.
Robot guy.
That's what they called him that one time, right? Yeah, them dudes off of that strange place over in the Barrier Peaks. Oh, okay.
You're a robot guy. Look at you. You're all robotic. You're just following your programming, doing what your ancestors are telling you.
He's a big old flex.
All right.
Put it down, skinny man.
I'll arm wrestle.
What is literally wrong with all of the animal types around here? People
Yeah,
freaking out.
19.
Shit. Okay.
Oh,
Oh, impossible. My hand slipped. Stupid human hand. If it was my cow hoof, I'd have whooped your ass. Let's do it again.
You would like to leg wrestle?
No, it's just a statement.
No, it's Adam's turn.
Adam's turn. Okay, so the other cow sits down.
okay.
But book one, you got to give him the gold.
And he flips you a gold.
Oh, sweet. There you go. 25.
Aw, 21. You win. Yay.
Give him his gold.
There you go.
You are-
Damn. Metal people are
you are-
strong.
You
Yes,
are a
now that we
disgrace
proved-
to your race. You cannot win.
Oh, shit.
Now go back and sit in my corner.
No, get back over here.
Yeah.
Rematch.
Where's it down to?
Talking smack talking shit, fool.
I do not rematch against weak people, such as losers, but discriminate against other races when their own race is superior.
Bah.
I look at Addie and I'm just like, I'm so proud of him right now.
I am too. Look at him sticking up for the little guy. That aren't so little, but yeah. I stick my hand up to give Adam a high five.
Adam's is over in the corner.
I know. Oh, I remember that. I was like,
Oh,
give me
okay.
Adam talked shat, and ran.
I mean,
I
he
double
might be
down
a-
money. It's fine.
Adam might be a problem in the future, but that's a bridge we'll cross later.
Me as a player, I don't want to go again. I rolled a 20 and then a 19. I am not touching the dice again.
I don't blame you. That's bad juju.
How about you? Give
No,
me a chance to get my money back, or you gonna walk away too?
no, doesn't seem worth it.
Ah, we'll catch up with
Either I
y'all.
get
That's
one
okay. There's other ways to
gold
get our money back.
or
No, there's
gold.
not. Don't even act like that. Seriously.
Yeah, put it back in your pants and go home.
I've never even arm wrestled before, and I beat you.
Come
I've
on,
definitely
let's get
fought
outta
more
here.
times than you have.
Let's get out of here. That'd be easy to find if we want them later. Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't suggest.
We were designed for war. See you soon.
Yep.
Can I use primal savagery to scare them a little?
Oh, they're already leaving.
Not it-
They
oh.
lost their money, lost their egos, talking shit as they leave.
That is a happy ending.
Yeah.
So I look over at Adam and Book and I say, so you guys having fun yet?
I give the money back. I'm just there you go. I don't need this.
Hold on to it. There might be something you want to buy.
Bye.
Yeah, like maybe some new kind of shiny metal to stick on yourself. Or a new weapon in the future, maybe?
Okay.
Or a hat.
How
That's
much gold?
exactly what I was thinking. Like a jaunty angled hat.
So I
Yes.
got 5. The original 5 that was bet. How much more did I get on top of that?
No, it was 1 gold.
We have 1 gold.
Oh, so
1 gold.
I thought we bet 5 gold on it. Okay.
You never said
Oh.
bet. He said a gold to wrestle it. Win or lose, take a gold.
So I got 6 gold now. Cool.
Oh, I'll be right back. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
All good.
Eddie
I
had to
slide
get
Wait
better
books
for
for
you.
us to get jumped at nighttime.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. I'm Mr. Moneybags today, apparently.
Sugar mum over here.
Does this mean I also should get a hat?
Yes. Or maybe you get an ascot.
Never had one of
What
those.
are fedoras?
Down.
They can be good, they can be bad. It just depends on the person and the time period.
Now, when you say fedora, do you mean fedora or do you mean trilby?
Yes.
They're different hats. And there's also a whoopee hat, which is a type of fedora. but it's just been cut up. I'm a very, very big fan of hats.
I once saw a hat that was round and had string with things attached to it that swung.
Sombreros. I have one, a very small one
Oh,
for my cat, but
oh, you had a cat. I assume you mean like out of character. You have it.
yeah. No,
Okay.
IRL. I have a sombrero for my cat because I have problems.
No, that's fine.
Same. I need
So,
to.
a couple
So,
more people have
okay.
come. Oh, we'll wait for her.
Oh, I was just gonna bullshit
Go ahead.
while we waited.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I need to get some clothes for the dogs for winter.
My
It's like
cats have
one of them's Chihuahua. Don't have much thick fur, so gotta like get something warm.
yeah, my cats have a box of costumes.
That's awesome.
That's Chanel. That's straight up what Chanel does. She'll go down to like Kmart or something and be like, okay, this is cool. I want to get this for the dogs. Christmas
Day after
time, they had their
Halloween,
own Christmas
that is-
outfits.
Aw.
I had one dog that enjoyed clothing, and it was a Chihuahua, and she would only wear like preemie baby clothes. Like that was the only thing she was into. But she
Buddha
loved.
only likes wearing girl clothes. He only likes the pinky colors.
Okay, I was
Funny.
gonna say because they're more breathable.
When Lucy tries to put sweaters on Linus, the littler dog, he just sits in the middle of the living room and stares at her like, "How could you do this to me?" Until she takes it
Yeah.
off of him, like he
That's what
won't.
Nala does. Like, you
Yeah.
abused me. How dare you?
Yeah.
Yeah, Angus, he does a silent form of protesting. He just sits and stares at you. Will not move.
I love Ink. He reminds me of that picture. You know how they have the cat that's like just looks very stressed out, and with the hair sticking all over the place. He's got so much hair. He just always looks so stressed out, even if
Yep,
he's.
that's Angus in a
So,
constant state of panic.
another reason to be scared of Australia. Check before you eat. Someone found a redback spider, Black Widow, in their common food.
Ah, it's not okay.
Well, hey guys, we seem to be getting off track and all of that. The recording
Yep.
So sorry.
overrunning. So, no, it's okay. I mean, this might be a good place to stop anyway. We don't really have time to we sidestep the two encounter hooks. So I, as a DM talking to other DMs, have to come up with a couple other possibilities to continue next couple steps. So this
Okay.
is the sign of not railroading, but getting screwed over with agency and coming to a screeching halt. So I'm going to go ahead and pause the stream here, and we will pick up next week.